iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. It is times .co.za. It's Kaizer Chiefs 0, Supersport United 1. We have to mention the home team first, even though it's 0-1. But good football against is going 1-0. Anyhow, Gavin Hunt's Supersport United has won 1-0 against Kaizer Chiefs, which is a good response for them, having lost 4-0 to the same Kaizer Chiefs 7 days ago. Lindo Pep, you look brilliant. Junior Kanye says you look beautiful. You can't call other men beautiful, but yeah, you look like a pimp or a pastor with pimp aspirations. What do you make of the game, sir?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my brother. I think we'll see out here just
the
legendary Utsovila guys. Hey, legend. I'm a big player. My dad used to love Utsovila guys. I think we'll see Chucks and we'll see Mniti and we'll see no call. Yeah, Ngulego. Atisi Pula Gangan. Congratulations to Kevin Hunt. Congratulations to the Supersport United. Congratulations to the players. Yeah, you're looking at, to be honest with you, very honestly so. I felt like sleeping at some point in the game. I know. It was a very, very boring game. It was a very, very, very boring.
I have to shoot 5 videos talking about this stupid game, bro.
The standard of, in my opinion, the standard of the game was poor. In my opinion, with regards to the level of the PSL. For me, the whole game. There was a period in the game, before we even analyze the game. There's a period where the goalkeeper plays a long ball. Kaizer Chiefs the center back back. I said, no, guys, come on, it's unacceptable. Kaizer Chiefs does the very same thing. It looked better in the first half when they had Castillo in midfield. Because you look at the tactical advantage, the tactical feasibility is what he used to do. Castillo drags drags wide. It looks like he's playing in half space. But I think the most important detail in that is that he wants the one midfielder who Supersport Undlovu, Kinen Aya, drag it to the white space so that Uzwane I was to receive one. If I'm checking in the first 20 minutes of the game, he received alone. Most of the time, playing diagonal balls, playing short, they looked good. It seemed up until Castillo got an injury by introducing Tumart. For me, I felt like Tumart is doing too much. I felt that Tuhamba e-pace or occupy e-pace that is needed by a defensive midfielder like Uzwane. Uzwane loves. He has so much joy by collecting the ball in the consolidation phase, a progressive game. And then you've got another back four. For me, in my opinion, they keep the very same lineup because I think that the coach is building a team. I think the first foundation of a construction phase is you want to build a team. How do you want to build a team? You want a base of a system. So the base of their system is the 4-2-3-1. You can see they don't interchange. There is no tactical flexibility. You will never see a winger on the left or moving otherwise. Or their midfield is compact. They play with full backs. Cross sometimes foster the different responsibility of coming into midfield, playing deep diagonal balls. So you're looking at that tactical structure. There's not a lot of flexibility. It's the base of their system. Focus on that. The second thing is build a team. How do you build a team? You focus on keeping the same 11. You want to ensure that player are consistent in the team. Who is keeper lineup. Like Umar, for example, there's a reason why he didn't start the game. They probably saw Liankunzi a passer in to Priz or Castillo in the previous game, giving him an opportunity. A couple of bad performances in my opinion. Tuba did not play well. Left back who cross, I think, freeway, but he crossway. But he crossway. If I'm checker, he tactical discipline. He can't jump into that line. I expect. Mela anticipate. We are Undlovu run up behind here. Russian Tutlu Tangalaza. That distance between Russian Tutlu and Mikel, for me, in my opinion, was too large.
Yeah, it's too far.
Anticipation as well from Mikel. Love him as a footballer, as a captain, as a leader, the arrogance and the personality of the player. But for me, was supposed to react. I think if they analyze that game and they check that goal, they will realize that the run that comes behind Ulentuzi was supposed to react quicker. I was not sure about the finish, in my opinion, because I felt he went with too much power. He almost missed it. And there was never. And do you know, stats say they had 7 shots. That was the only shot on target.
Yeah, I mean, they offered nothing in this game other than the fact that they were difficult to beat. However, in the same breath, Kaizer Chiefs also offered nothing. If anything, we were just watching a game of two teams, attritional teams, where we thought, okay, whatever happens is going to happen, but there's no quality on both sides.
Yeah, am I expecting inconsistent performances from Kaizer Chiefs? For sure. Why? Because of the quality of the player. We have always said that the quality of the player, they need more players, Kaizer Chiefs, more especially depth, but not just depth with quality. Because you're looking at a player like Umtu. For me, in my opinion, Umtu has started the season very well. But I think Ntonayami is a ceiling. I don't know, maybe might prove me wrong. Ntonayami, ayisakubonisa something. There's no element of a surprise. If you check let's be honest, I want people to go and analyze the game. Look at every time when he has the ball, the boy. His first option is always to play the ball away from the pressure, play the ball into the white space, bring in a cross. I don't know who to coach Nabi expects him to header because lama bola no about cross about reflows or cross. They bring them up top. I understand they've got a profile like Chivavaro, but the people that are making box runs.
I mean, he's the only one other than him who's gonna be heading those balls.
With the profile like Castillo in the first half, I understood. Because he makes deep runs in the
but
box.
It's still a 50-50 ball. Like if you play crosses, you know that you're taking a gamble.
Yeah.
You know that either the defender is going to clear it away or by some chance your player will get it and then hope that the goalkeeper not save it. Something like that. You are better off retaining the ball and playing and playmaking.
Yeah. Nkulego, in my opinion, I'm looking at Supersport and I'm saying credit to the goalkeeper Mbanjwa. Credit to Ima Kone no Hlachwayo, even though they're not probably very comfortable with being ball players, but they did their primary job, which is to defend. Won a lot of jewels in Kulego. I think they had something like 16 interceptions. I think they cleared. I think they had about 34 clearances.
You're gonna make those clearances if the other team is stupid enough to give you those long balls.
I think they were very predictable in Kaizer Chiefs. I think they were very predictable in terms of their approach. Because if you look at the game plan, for me, Kevin Hunt did a very simple thing. Defend closer to the goalkeeper. Because they want to play deep diagonal balls, run behind. That's what they want. So what is the strategy? Tuba wants to run behind. Userino obviously wants to drop deep, collect. Chivavaro stays there. They can use him as a wall. But to Kevin Hunt, you know what he did? He actually made it difficult for Userino. He made it difficult for Tuba. He made it very difficult for the front three Chiefs with Chivavaro. Because the line was too deep. Every time abadlala ibola, they had to make sure ibola beliphelela kumbanjwa or uriding uHlatshwayo no Imoko nabadila nalo. You're looking at a player like uLentuza, uriding for example, Castillo. I felt that Castillo was going to give them a different dimension up until the injury. The runs that he makes in the box are very dangerous. He might not help you in terms of circulating a ball, combination play, but I think there's an element there of him joining in the box that might help the club. Remember, with winning football games for Kaizer Chiefs, it boosts up firstly the technical team, confidence, because now the players can believe in the work that they're doing. Remember, for players to believe in you and to buy into your system, you need to also convince them by winning football games. Right? And the players being able to deal with situations around him. That's the only way. So Unabi, the players bought in because of the wins that they got in the start of the season. Obviously, I'm expecting my inconsistencies. Am I going to be too critical on the coach? No. Because for me, in my opinion, rather than the coach, I feel that the quality of club alone, the quality of the players, they need more quality in the team.
But where do you think the crosses are coming from?
The crosses are coming. It's a tactical model, right? But I also
doesn't make it right. You can. We can give it a name. We can even give it a fancy name.
Yeah.
And we can even say that Inter Milan does it or AC Milan does it or whoever. The biggest team in the world does it. But crossing the ball is not a good idea.
Yeah.
Kaizer Chiefs found that out the hard way in 2020 when they lost the league with 30 minutes left for the season because they had only one plan, which is when all else fails, what we're going to do is to cross the ball. It's hopeful football. They called it helicopter football. Yeah. Ultimately, whether we give it a name, yes, we're not disputing the fact that they were crossing the ball, but I'm asking you whether or not that's a good idea.
Looking at the profile of the team they have, the striker that they have, Uchivavaro, he's a profile that needs crosses. The profile of the number 10 and the number 8 is now where it confuses me because the two players that join in the box sometimes, whether it's Amart, Zwane, or M2, those players, maybe similar to Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates plays with a lot of crosses, similar with Mamelodi Sundowns. If you can check it, Supersport, I feel that those are the crosses they need to use. Not crosses, but square pass. Exactly. I think the word is, I think they need to rely on a square pass, but not crosses, because I'm a cross, it's a 50-50. For me, I'm mostly cross.
Yeah.
It's betting. And I mean, as a technical person, I don't like betting in terms of in the football game. But what I mean is I want to control. What I would expect from them, more especially with how they won the games, if you can check, they had a lot of control in the game. Even though maybe they didn't circulate the ball for 90 minutes consistently, but in periods and in the patches that they had the ball, they were dominant. For me today, I felt that they didn't use the ball better. The quality of the game, the intensity of the game as well was poor in my opinion from both teams. Like I said to you, you can count the stats, you can go to the stats and say they created one opportunity. Kevin Hunt was excellent defensively, but that's because Kaizer Chiefs was playing as Andlenzak. Coach Nabi did very well when in that 4-0 results. I think we're going to cover in copy la Pankulego. But for me, I can also credit to Kevin Hunt for getting a result because did you see the celebration? He was under pressure. He needed it. He was so under pressure. And for me,
doesn't make it right that he plays the
No, it doesn't make it right. More especially with the younger boys, Piliti looks like a very good left back. You look at the Paloi boy, he looks very comfortable on the ball. But the first option is always to play a deep diagonal ball. Like I said to you, too many youngsters, in my opinion, I felt that Kevin Hunt used my youngsters because Begafun against the excuse. But I just feel, Ngati, these boys gave him everything. Because let's be honest, Nkuleko, some senior players have let him down as well. Ujunyu Shilo, this thing. Players like Vincent Pule, Lyle Lake, even Ukos himself. Sinoka, too many mistakes at the back. Unacceptable. Primary school mistakes, in my opinion. I love the Sinoka. I think he's a top ball playing centre back, but made a lot of mistakes. I feel for the first time he relied on the young boys. And Bonili energy, the level of pressing, the counter press. Credit to the fitness coach, the Supersport. The boys looked fit today in terms of them not having the ball. Yes, they did not press the goalkeeper. Yes, they did not press the centre back. But immediately after Kaizer Chiefs plays on the second phase, they initiated a top press, in my opinion. A great goal from Umoris, but for me, a very average performance from both teams. I felt that it looked like a game that deserved a draw, in my opinion. Does Kaizer Chiefs deserve to lose? I don't think so. I don't think even Supersport deserves to win, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lindo. There's an El Clasico game that's playing now. It's a shame that we have to be talking about a poor game like this, but anyhow, that is the job that we chose. It is KTV Times. We're sports betting. Thank you for watching us.